Hi, I'm Kylie Anne Neal, founder of Can Culture, and welcome to Can Talk Culture. In this podcast, I sit down with some of Australia's most progressive founders and CEOs to explore the heart of their company cultures, what drives them, what they value, and what it's really like to work for the companies they lead. You'll also find occasional episodes packed with practical HR insights to help you build safer, stronger, and more trusted workplaces. So whether you're a new team member getting to know your workplace, curious about creating remarkable company cultures, or just wanting to know more about implementing HR best practice, you're in the right place. Let's dive in. Hello and welcome to Can Talk Culture. I'm Kylie Neal, and joining me today, although Georgina's going to be in the question seat today.
You're in the hot seat.
I've got Georgina Walker with me, who is a people and culture consultant at Can Culture. Hello, Georgina.
Hello, Kylie. How do you feel?
I'm a little bit nervous, to be honest. Georgina today is going to fire 10 questions at me, so we're doing a bit of a rapid fire today.
It was 10. It's now 11.
Good.
Should we get straight into it?
Let's go.
All right. Question number 1. What's the most overused phrase in HR?
Synergy.
Oh, wow.
Synergy, dovetail. I used to have a joke with my colleagues where we would sit in leadership meetings, and every time the word synergy or dovetail, we'd have a word each, and the more times they were said would be who won in that meeting.
What was the top score?
One
meeting?
In one meeting, I think we had 22 dovetails.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was a 3-hour meeting.
What's the meaning of dovetail?
When you dovetail something in, you kind of put it in, and then when you've got a synergy, it's like one thing with another, it creates a synergy.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
Didn't have to think twice about that one.
No.
Question number 2.
Yes.
Culture fit or culture add?
Ooh, now that's a spicy question. Culture fit or culture add? Oh, I do feel like it's both, and I know that's a bit of a cop-out, but you recruit for culture fit, but everyone brings their unique qualities.
Definitely.
So they are a culture add. You don't want to prescribe a culture to someone without inviting their uniqueness. So I'm actually going to go with culture add.
Think about what about this? Let me pose this. The culture of the company isn't great. You're hiring a new person. Do you culture add to change the dynamic?
No.
Okay.
No. You work with that dysfunction and you sort that dysfunction out before you bring in the culture add.
And this is why you're an expert. That's exactly why. Okay, question number 3. Performance reviews.
Yes.
You'll be so passionate about this.
I
Fix them or scrap them?
Fix them. Performance reviews are definitely required. They create space between an employee and their hiring manager to align. And it's not just aligning on have you done project A, B or C. It's not about what have you worked on and what are your weaknesses. Like in Can Culture, we do love performance reviews, and we have crafted them in a really unique way of looking at energy rather than time, looking at advice rather than feedback. So performance reviews, I'd say definitely don't scrap them, but definitely look at ways that they are engaging and informative and are able to bring an employee and a manager on the same page.
We'll do a whole podcast on performance reviews.
We will, probably several.
Yes. Question number 4. What is the most underrated quality in a leader?
Underrated quality.
I've got a couple actually that come to mind.
I have a lot. I do feel active listening. In today's working environment, everyone can get so busy. Everyone just wants to move on to the next thing. Everyone wants to be agile and pivot and, all that type of stuff. But often they don't actively listen to what their employees are saying, which means they're going on a journey and the movement and pace is very quick, but they're not taking the employees with them because they can't pause to actively engage with where their employees are at.
Yep. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Number 5.
Yes.
I think I know your response to this, but every leader has a different opinion. Remote, hybrid, or back to the office? I think it depends on the workplace as well, but... Yeah.
God, COVID's really thrown this on its head, hasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and things are obviously settling down back to the new normal. I would be, if I were to choose one, I would support hybrid. I think connectivity, human connection, being in the same room as people definitely has its positives, and those little kind of incremental moments. And, I get a bit woo-woo corporate hippie sometimes. So being around people's energy when everyone's aligned and, they may not be working on the same tasks, but they're working for a same or similar purpose because it's an organisational purpose, is really, really powerful that you don't get that energy from a Teams meeting.
Yes, very much agree. And we work hybrid, so it works perfectly. We're the best team ever. Number 6, what is the biggest misconception people have about HR?
Oh, gosh.
So many. Sometimes you say the word HR and I can visibly see people rolling their eyes.
Yes. Unfortunately, I love HR. I love everything that we do. Sometimes I tell people I work in HR and they just look at me like I've lost a child. They just do not understand how you could even contemplate going into HR as a profession. So I think, to be honest, I think the biggest misconception, if I was to put it down to one, is that employees, if they don't understand what we do and they don't see what we do. Sometimes the managers don't see what we do if we're spending our time, guiding or working through grievances with employees. Employees don't see what we're doing if we're guiding the managers. So it's a really significant balancing act and dance that we play with lots of sensitivities, lots of confidential things going on. So I think the biggest misconception is that we're just there for the employer.
Yeah.
I think we hear that a lot from employees, but little do they know they're not privy to those conversations, and hand on heart, we are absolutely there for the employees, and we're navigating those conversations behind the scenes to make sure that the leaders are showing up as best they possibly can through our guidance and, through us setting the tone, the people practices, the foundations of how they treat their employees. And that's what we do day to day. But employees don't see that. So they often think we're just there to be pro-employer and not there for them.
Yeah. Thank you. Question number 7.
Yes.
If you had a magic wand, what HR challenge would you solve overnight?
Is leadership a HR challenge that we can solve overnight?
I think, no, not overnight. But it's magic, so yes.
It's magic,
Yeah.
yes. If all leaders were strong leaders and knew how to navigate their employees to get the best out of themselves and the best out of their teams, our job will be a lot easier. We don't live in a utopian society yet. And And, you know, when you throw people in an organisation, you've got a mix of characteristics and personalities, and some work well and some don't work well. And that's why we have a job, and that's why we're so good at what we do.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Question 8. Slack, Teams or email?
If
you could only pick one.
Well, you could attest to this, Georgina. I'm not the most tech savvy person.
Oh, come on. You're okay.
What was just Slack, Teams?
Slack, Teams or email?
I'm going to actually say Slack.
Really?
Yeah.
You prefer Slack?
I prefer Slack. It's quick.
Yeah,
it's responsive.
Okay.
You can be casual enough.
God, I thought you were going to go with Teams.
I know.
Wow. Really?
I think Teams has a lot of functionalities that I don't know about. I keep hearing about people, you know, in the office platform saying that like Teams is the way to go. And I do love Teams. But yeah, let's put that on the to-do list, and we can explore that in Can Culture, Georgina.
Perfect. I can't wait. Let's workshop that.
Let's dovetail it in.
Now, number 9.
Yes.
Just one. I know there's many.
Okay.
One book every HR person should read.
Emotional Intelligence by Daniel Goldman.
I don't know. I haven't read that one.
Is it Daniel Goldman?
I'll put it on my to-do list.
Yes. So emotional intelligence, it's been around for a really long time, but every HR practitioner should be working with a lens of high emotional intelligence.
Agreed. Question 10, almost finished.
Yes.
Best HR advice you've ever received?
Yes, I can definitely speak to this. And this was back many years ago, when I was a business partner for a global organisation, had the senior global director of the research and development department, so very established in her career. I was, you know, just probably mid-20s trying to find my way in the HR world. And she said to me, "You are my best sounding board."
Aww.
And for her to say that to me with her level of experience, but the appreciation that she had, because she would have conversations with me about how to be a leader for a team, about how to show up for her team and for her people, about how to align strategy with her team. But for her to appreciate the way that I probe in, and I've got my master's in coaching psychology, so it's something that I hold really dear to my skill set, to be able to probe in and, you know, poke around in conversations to create that clear articulation for her to then take to her team. That was the best feedback that I have ever. And that was early on in my HR career, and I've taken it in my pocket every role I've been into.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah.
It's making me feel all warm and fuzzy. Don't cry. And finally,
Yes.
number 11, what's one thing HR teams should stop doing immediately?
This is going to sound a bit harsh. People pleasing.
That's got my name all over it. I'm a people pleaser. But yes, go on.
We are there for the people. And I think people do gravitate towards the profession of human resources or people and culture because they are people. But I do think that it takes a fine balance of being there for people and not overcompensating what our role is. And I think sometimes employees can really overcompensate that and almost create a dependency of the role that we play within the organisation. I know that there's lots of HR practitioners around there that aren't people pleasers, that probably go to the other extreme. But I think, you know, if there's one thing that we can do to function in a healthy way in a business environment, I think it's not to lead with people pleasing.
Thank you. That is all from me.
You are welcome. You are welcome. And thank you, everyone, for joining us on this episode of Rapid Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Georgina.
Thank you.
Next time, I promise I'll get more rapid. Thank you so much. Until next time. Thanks for joining me on Can Talk Culture. I'm Kylie Anne Neal. I hope today's episode gave you a clearer view into the values driving your workplace or sparked new ideas about building a remarkable company culture. If you're a founder or CEO interested in sharing your culture story, or if you're looking to build a safer, stronger, and more trusted workplace, let's connect. Visit canculture.com. That's KANKULTURE.com to learn more. Please hit that subscribe button to hear more real conversations with founders and CEOs and hands-on episodes full of people-first culture advice. I look forward to connecting with you on our next episode.